Finally, some fun.
Wrong time.
Rocco will like this.
Blazes. Are they dead? No. This is not my blood. They... Oh, by Malphus, why? They just walked in here and then... They killed them. All of them. Can you believe it? Yes. Yes, of course. The Colleen woman. Onolise, or whatever her name is. She suddenly walked into the trading post and started throwing insults at everyone. Something about a Scarabaceus and how the sickle is a shame for the civilized world. And then she said she would keep the trading post as a deposit until Dal Lorraine paid her the money. Whatever she meant by that. As I said, Yunem, he just couldn't keep his mouth shut. And then... things just went south. I'm sorry. It's a lot to take in. I don't know. After the massacre, she told the mercenaries to stay here and then fled from the trading post. I think we should tell the guards it's safe to come in now, shouldn't we? What madness. What has become of this world?
You! What in blazes are you doing here? That's the question.
No trace of him, Commander. Protector, you're back! Why are you here? Shouldn't you be at the trading post? Gone. I think it was a diversion. They wanted to draw our attention. Or worse, yes.
We caught that Chilean woman, Onellis, however. She tried to flee through the west gate. Possibly. Protector Dargar told me what has happened. All about this entire conflict, including the ambush on the caravan. It was foolish of Daloran not to bring us in earlier. No, and she claimed not to know anything about it. But she could have let someone else do it. Not properly, but she denies any connection to the kidnapping. If you're the new protector, then you're also the one who welcomed Onellis into the city, aren't you? That means you know her. Maybe it's best if you talk to her. If we want to save Dalaran, we need to find out where he is, and as quickly as possible. Go into the prison and show the warden this. It's a signed order. And needless to say, hurry. The Blue Islands Coalition has responded to the letter Onellis sent them recently, and they have dispatched another emissary to settle things, as they put it. He should be here very soon. He is coming here on a Black Murad. A special breed from Calais. They are similar to our myrads, only they're black and a good 500 pounds heavier. They are the only way to make the passage from Kir to Enderal in less than 2 weeks. But there are very few of them, and a voyage by black myrad costs a fortune. So this whole thing must be worth a lot to our Calayan friends. You should. We already have enough problems in this land, and we don't need to add losing the most influential merchant in the city to the pile.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Keep walking.
Walk blessed, my child. How may I help you?
What?
Huh? Can I help you?
An outlander. What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be...
Lovely day, isn't
I
it?
don't know, somewhere else?
You're the Protector, aren't you? Commander Aaron told me you would come. Here's the key to her cell. Do whatever is necessary.
Now, look at that. The Master's pet returns. Oh, here they are. The theatrical accusations. Yes, I made a mistake. And yes, things got out of hand. But still.
Seriously, Protector. If you think I could just stand by and watch while your esteemed Merchants Guild spits on everything I stand for, you're wrong. Dead wrong.
No, please spare me your false ignorance. You staged the ambush! You! But, oh wait, this is probably all just a misunderstanding. It was just a coincidence that you were in the assassin's hideout, wasn't it? And it was only a coincidence that you killed my men after they followed you there. Believe me, girl, we've overlooked a lot of your guild's bullshit. But there are limits. I will tell you the same thing I told the lackeys of that cold-hearted bitch, Commander Aaron. We had nothing to do with his kidnapping, and no matter how often you ask it, it won't change that. Even though if it were up to me, he could rot in the dungeon of Old Aranath. That's what he deserves.
Forgive us. I said, forgive us for the deeds of this woman.
Master Ulan?
Quiet. I propose we discuss this elsewhere, and without the presence of this murderer. Wulas, guard her until we are back.
But...
Follow me. So, let us make this brief. What Dijam O'Neillis did does not, in the least, represent the spirit of the Blue Islands Coalition, and we deeply lament what has happened. As a token of our condolence, we offer an additional 10,000 pennies on the original price we negotiated for the idol, if you should succeed in finding it again. In addition, Dijam O'Neillis will stay here to be tried under Enderalian law. Well, then you are mistaken. Here, look for yourself. This is the letter Dijam sent us 2 weeks ago. She was of firm conviction that your master, Dal Loran, staged the attack. And I, as one of the Chilean elders, can also confirm that we had planned nothing of Saraz Jotule.
My, aren't you a faithful pet? Can't wait to save your master, can you? Of course, this was all part of the plan. I brought Mael here while I was shackled in your goddamn prison by my supernatural powers alone. Are you really that...
My dames and my sirs, I cordially welcome you to the last act of this magnificent play.
What the...
For so long, you felt the thrill. For so long, you asked yourself the questions. What does the charming woman from Calais really pursue? How will Daloran react to the death of his beloved foster son? And what role will the mysterious and ambitious new protector play in all this?
Saras Joduli. You're behind all this.
Guess what? But why? Just look where we stand. A trading post full of dead workers, a kidnapped guildmaster, and two of the mightiest trading guilds on the brink of tearing one another apart. And all due to mere suspicion. I had hoped things would turn out differently this time. I really did. But I suppose I was too naive. Again. Provoked? All I did was throw a piece of meat into the arena. The rest was done by the wolves. Namely, the Golden Sickle and the Blue Islands Coalition. Why, you ask? Because they're scum. Human scum, driven by greed, selfishness, and hatred. That is what all of those so-called merchants really are. What they hide behind their shiny, shiny smiles. Ridiculous. I call it symbolic. I mean, look at it. Lion and scorpion gathered around their prey, the idol. And here you are, the reckless fast climber, hungry for success and money, caught between two fronts. What? No, you all die. And together, you will paint a picture of justice unlike anything this city has ever seen. Deja Monolise, killed by Mael Daloran's ambitious hireling, eager to avenge the people who she thinks the Galean has murdered. She kidnapped her from the prison to execute her gruesomely, left for everyone to see in the city's beloved theater, where Onali's henchmen kept the guildmaster prisoner. But things got out of hand. She freed herself, and what followed was nothing short of a massacre. The Protector, Daloran, and the Blue Islands Coalition's beautiful emissary, all dead. So, what will be the end of it all? This massacre. It will make people open their eyes. They will see these guilds for what they really are. Wolves. Greedy, pathetic scum. And together, they'll put an end to their miserable existence. Maybe, but maybe not. But it's worth a try. Alex, Deborah, kill them!
am I? Tell me. Mendelis? But... by Malphus, how could... Why? Why did he do this? The Red Madness. You always hear about those kinds of things. But you never think it will affect anyone in your vicinity, let alone yourself. And now this... I still can't believe it. Tell me, Protector. Is it true what Mendelis said? That all he did was throw a piece of meat into the arena, and that that it was all my fault? I mean, was my suspicion against the Coalition really that unjustified? Huh. I see. Be that as it may, what matters now is that we have the Scarabaeus back, and that we can seal the bargain. Then at least, all of this won't have been for nothing. What about her? Yes, Mendelis played her too. But nonetheless, she's responsible for the deaths of the workers. I suppose you're right. She sinned on Malphus's soil, and thus she will be tried by his will. Protector, I thank you for all you've done. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't been there? I suppose it's time to tie up the loose ends now. I will meet this Master Ulan immediately, and tell the guards about this. They will want our testimony. Then, come to the guild house as soon as you can.
You helped defend the city, didn't you? Thank you. But why didn't anyone listen to me in the first place? I told them those Naramis were dangerous. And now this happens. Huh. An arcanist, aren't you? Well, I hope your name is on the register. The last thing Enderal needs right now are more wild mages on the loose.
A penny, madame. Please, just one penny.
city. From this day.
Huh?
Protector, good to see you. In case you'd like to know, the Kalayan set sail yesterday at first light. Onelis will soon stand before the tribunal, and as of now, it seems most will vote for the gallows. That's how it goes, I suppose. Still, we have the money, and they have the Scarabaeus, as it was intended from the beginning. It will. And with the bonus the Kalayans paid us, we might even be able to help somewhere else. This country certainly needs it. I assume he was talking about some of the decisions I've come to make in my time as Guildmaster. You know, I have made mistakes, as all souls do. And many of the things I've had to do to keep the sickle alive might seem cruel or uncompassionate when viewed from the outside. But no matter what, I have always respected the righteous path. Those who showed diligence and faith were rewarded. Those who didn't ended up on the road. That's just life. And only a fool would think he could save everybody. Probably, yes, but not anytime soon. One more thing. This amulet here. It was meant for Rodas. He did excellent work in past moons and would have soon been promoted. But now, you know. I think this will be better off in your hands than locked away forever in the Sickle's treasury. Anyway, I have things to do now. Walk blessed, Protector, and may your path always be even.
Ah, you. Good work with the sickle. You're an outlander, yes, but you've done more for this city than most Endralians. I am. Why do you ask? Aren't you a little young to be some kind of prophetess? What age does one need to qualify for prophecy? My father started teaching me how to use a sword when I was 6, and when I was 13, I joined the city guard as one of the youngest recruits since the first vassals. When I was 20, I was promoted to the rank of sergeant, and at 28, the Turkessa herself granted me the title of commander, after my squad and I fought off a group of Skyrim invaders at the Farmer's Coast. So no, I don't think I'm too young for this post. Path-abidingness and discipline need no age. A man on his deathbed can be as much of a fool as a boy of 9 winters, as Lorem Waterblade once said.
That stuff's so expensive.
He was a keeper, one of the best and one of the most virtuous. Even though he was only of the manufacturer's path, both his talent and path-abidingness made the former Grandmaster, Del Capos, grant him the novitiate. And, in case you were wondering, his name derives from the fact that he was excellent at both swordplay and magic. Elementarism and thaumaturgy, to be precise. That wasn't common in those days. He fell in the Battle of the Dark Valley during the Blood Moon riots. A great loss for the Order. But his heritage remains.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Can I help you?
Hello. How may I be of service? Of course. Walk blessed. And don't forget your money... safe with Sylvan and friends. Exceedingly safe, believe. Walk blessed, my dame. How can Sylvan and friends... Of course. Walk blessed! And don't forget... your money is safe with Sylvan and friends. Exceedingly safe, believe me. Of course. What? Blessed! And don't forget, your money is safe with...
This holy city. To many of you, the situation this city is in might
Walk black. Sure, take a look. What? Blessed. Greetings. Sure, take a look. Walk blessed.
Seek
Yes?
Hmm? I just don't respect that anymore.
Oh, wow.
Now, a good pipe of peace, will you? Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive?
Huh? What do you want?
Shit. I'd rather go tap dance in front of a true chesser than work with Chilean.
But I don't think...
What I'm trying to say... What... Nice word.
Yeah.
Oh, but this isn't...
You'll pay for your...
Prophetess, it's good to see that you're here. Just follow the hallway down into the cave. That Starling man is on the ship. Or whatever you want to call it.
Well, he can't have built it all by himself. Just look at that thing. It's unbelievable.
I know, but apparently those steel spiders helped him. Interesting creatures, really. With enough of them, we could build another
What?
sun temple.
Huh, probably.
Walk blessed.
Still, it would be better if he used his machines to keep those Naramese fanatics out of our city. Trusting in the seal of a Naramese sinistrist. Let's just hope that the Grandmaster knows what he's doing. This madness has to stop.
Prophetess, it's good to that you're here.
What?
You. Good to see you.
Pathlessness wherever you look. Where is this supposed to be?
It just doesn't make any sense.
There you are.
Easy.
The Shari brought that map from some Parayan ruin a couple of weeks ago. It's confusing, doesn't it? She said it contains more knowledge about the Parayans than all the tomes in the Sun Temple's library put together. And now she's gone, just like Constantine. It still feels surreal. Well, let us say that I have been thinking a lot about the decisions we make in life and where they lead us. But let's not talk about that now. I did, yes, because I require your help in a personal matter. There hasn't been a good time since the Red Madness broke out. And believe me, I wouldn't bother you with this if it weren't important. Hard to explain. Come. Fair enough. Where do I start? Imagine the following scenario. You're in an old fortress. Suddenly a door opens and a bandit charges in. Before you even realize what is happening, he raises his bow, nocks an arrow, and fires it straight at your throat. What happens next? That is one possibility, yes. It might be the one you would experience. Truth, however, is a bit more complex than that. Reality branches off into millions of new realities. One in which the bandit kills you, one in which he gets hit by a falling piece of rubble from the ceiling, one in which a tunnel spider jumps out from the shadows and kills him. The possibilities are endless. Everything that can happen will happen, and creates a new eventuality in the process, another reality. I'm getting there. I assume you know that this mechanism is also the reason for the existence of magic. An arcanist is able to transport eventualities from one reality into another, and thus perform feats considered supernatural. So far, so good. But what if there were a way to not only bring elements of other eventualities into ours, but to travel these other realities physically? Well, this is where it gets exciting, isn't it? With the Planeswalker. Come, let us sit. Have you ever heard of the name Dalmaric? That's the one. What hardly anyone knows, however, is that Dalmaric's experiments reached far beyond the Sunwheel. Among other things, he worked on a device called the Planeswalker, a combination of Endralian mentalism and Paraean technology. Temporarily, yes. Sadly, Dalmaric never had the chance to finish it, since he was too busy blowing up Thalgard. Lashari? No. Even if we were to find a reality where she didn't die, we couldn't bring her back. Suffice it to say that there is something I need to see. Something I want to see. To be honest, it wasn't my intention to drag someone else into this. But there's no other choice, so here we are. Indeed. It would mean a lot to me, if that's worth anything to you. Well, first of all, we need to acquire two materials I wasn't able to find here in Ark. The ether crystal, and a special kind of alloy. According to my research, Dalmaric's old laboratory in Thalgard would be a good place to start our search. Right in the middle of Thalgard's contaminated areas, so it will be dangerous. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where we should find the entrance. I have some preparations to make first, so let us meet there shortly. Ah, and one more thing. I would appreciate it if we could keep this matter between you and I for now. I know I've said it before, but this mission is personal, and I'd rather not have to justify it to Aranthiel. Firstly, because it's a personal matter. Secondly, it's too much of a risk as long as Khalim and his helper are still sauntering about. The less people know of this mission, the better. The essentials. Well, suffice it to say that what happened to Lashari and Constantine have made me question certain things. I know that they gave their lives for the greater good, but frankly, there have been times when I've found it hard to stay true to our cause. I am hoping that what I'll find over there will help me regain some sense of purpose. Yes, I know, probably not the answer you were hoping for. But it's the best I can do for now. Forgive me. We will. I will meet you in Thalgard.
Our ancient...
Tenacious bastards. Sunborn, the descendants of those who had the dubious pleasure of surviving the Sunfire. I don't think so. Researching the matter would be quite costly, and who would profit from it? As I said, 2 objects, the ether crystal and a special kind of alloy. I'll look for the alloy, you look for the crystal. Agreed? I don't know exactly, but according to my sources, it's made of a fluorescent blue mineral. And regarding your first question, it's the core element of the Planeswalker. Think of it as a kind of enhancer of one's gaze into the sea of eventualities. I suggest you try his old laboratory first. It should be close to the library, so further down. Come on, let's get started. Just come back here once you've found the crystal. So, had any luck?
Aye, but it's all shards. The roof came down on it.
What? No, that can't be. Show me.
Suit yourself.
No. No. That's impossible.
Apparently it's not. So what about my pay?
You'll get it.